Happy holidays, lovelies. This is your girl Nikki with Nikki Savory Vegan Eats. And so now welcome to my long form YouTube video so I can show you how to make my roasted cauliflower with a homemade hummus as well as a chili garlic sauce that you could drizzle on top. Now this makes dish number 3 of my vegan Thanksgiving series, and if you caught a glimpse of my video on my YouTube short, awesome, I included the recipe. So stay tuned as I actually share out step by step how I actually made this. And then in addition to that, I'm gonna try to squeeze in my last dish, which is gonna be a dessert before Thanksgiving, you guys. Happy holidays, and I'll see you at the end of the taste test. All right, lovelies, let's go ahead and get this video in. I think it's gonna be pretty quick. Okay, so I got one more head of cauliflower. I'm gonna go ahead and use this before it gets bad. If you got a few black spots, don't worry about that. So to build out our cauliflower steaks, what I'm gonna simply do is I'm going to cut into the cauliflower. Don't worry about if you have some florets that falls, because you can marinate these babies and put them in the oven and they'll be just as good as these steaks, okay? All right, so we're gonna just scrape these to the side, and I'm gonna just simply, let's make sure you guys see here. I'm gonna simply just just cut it out like 1 inch gently down in the center so that it doesn't break apart. And this is what you want to go for right here, okay? So we're gonna gently put this to the side, and then we're gonna take one more. All right, here's our second cauliflower steak. And then the florets just fell, like I said, we're gonna put those in the sheet pan as well. Okay, lovelies, now we're gonna go ahead and build out our marinade. It's gonna be very simple. It's a list of 5 ingredients here. The main one is gonna be my S&B Japanese Lemon Peel. It is called Yuzu Japanese Lemon Peel. So it has a lemon citrusy taste to it. It comes from the yuzu plant, and literally it has a hint of bitterness to it, but I'm gonna just pour the rest of it here into my bowl. So that'll offer a nice little sweet taste to the marinade. Okay, that's it, Nick. Okay, so, ooh, it's so aromatic. Yum. Okay, I'm gonna try to get that last, you know how you try to get that last, there we go. The last little spout out. Okay, so now I'm gonna take my leftover chili chow style chili oil, okay? Just a little left over. And you want to get that olive oil as well. I'm going to take that, put it in here, just dump it in. I'm so happy I'm finished with it. You know how you like just enjoy using it like the last of the last? That's where I'm at. Oh, careful. Okay. I'm going to take some of my chili garlic oil, because we want that garlicky taste as well. Okay, I didn't mean for that to happen with all that noise, y'all. Sorry. I'm going to take about half a tablespoon. Okay, maybe another half a tablespoon. Yeah, 1 tablespoon. Okay, this is what we have so far. Okay, put that to the side. I'm gonna add a little bit of roasted garlic paste. Yes, I'm using a garlic paste, okay? If you don't wanna use it, use that fresh garlic, but don't judge us who decided to use it, okay? I use both. And I use fresh roasted garlic in my hummus. Right now, I'm using the rest of what I have in my refrigerator. So this is the roasted garlic paste. Want a hint of that garlic taste? That's what it's looking like. And then we are going to take a little bit of agave nectar, because you have this mixture that's gonna already be a little bit spicy with the chilies, right? So we wanna actually pipe it down, at least in my household. I wanna pipe it down by adding a little bit of agave nectar. And then I'm gonna get some olive oil. So that's gonna be the 6th ingredient, so stay tuned. All right, I'm back. So got me a little bit of olive oil. Okay, that's about 1 tablespoon, just to stretch out my marinade. Now we're gonna go ahead and mix this. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and taste out our mixture. I always like to taste it out. Use that little pinky finger. Woo! And that's perfect. That is delicious. Yes, it has a more stronger hint of that lemon delicious, y'all. This is what's about to go down. All right, so we're gonna place our cauliflower steaks onto our baking sheet. And again, if you're doing the hummus from scratch, then you can put your garlic clove right in the center there, okay? You can put that garlic clove or bulb in the center of your baking sheet so that it can roast out. I went ahead and did that, so I'm gonna just show y'all an overlay video of how I put that together, and then of course the ingredients will be in the description box. All right, let's continue. Okay, so for the fun part right here, y'all, this is what I'm doing, all right? Yes, I don't have the handle. The handle to my brush, I was about to say paintbrush, is in the drawer, but it came off. So I know what I need to do. I gotta go to the store and get another one, but for the sake of this video, y'all gonna see me brush like this, okay? So now I'm gonna go ahead and just take some of that mixture, and I'm gonna just simply dab out my cauliflower. So I'm just gonna brush on the top and the sides of both cauliflower steaks and making sure that I get and hit all the crevices. Again, I'm not gonna actually put this sauce or marinade at the bottom because the olive oil is gonna actually seep through it. All right, lovely. So as you can see, I am finished with my marinated cauliflower steaks. So I'm gonna place them in the oven for about 35 to 40 minutes until they're nicely charred. Of course, for that leftover cauliflower florets that you have there, you can always make more marinade. So my oven already has preheated at 400 degrees. I'm gonna put it into the oven right now, y'all, so stay tuned. All right, lovelies, we're about to go ahead and build out our roasted cauliflower steaks with the homemade hummus. So again, the homemade hummus, you're gonna see an overlay of how I put it together, and the ingredients will be in the description box. I am not remaking this hummus because I have some left over. Okay, so I'm gonna take the hummus that I made, the hummus that I made yesterday. I'm gonna take a nice healthy scoop, put it in the center of my plate here. Y'all can see right here, just making a circular shape. I'm gonna add just a little bit more. There we go. So you just want to motion it into like a circular shape. Perfect. And last but not least, I'm going to take my roasted cauliflower steaks and place them gently on top of my homemade hummus. And then I actually had some leftover thyme, so I decided to add a little greenery to offset the contrast of the colors. It came out beautiful. Are you ready for the taste test? Y'all, look at my delicious glazed cauliflower steaks with my homemade hummus and fresh thyme. Let's do it again. I already said my grace. All right. I'm gonna save the char part. Here, I want y'all to see me cut this. Okay. You can see that the cauliflower steak is nice and tender. I'm gonna scoop it up right now with that homemade hummus. Look at this. That is one flavorful bite. There's a balance of spiciness from the chili. I can taste the garlic. I can taste the agave nectar and a hint of that lemon yuzu, the lemon peel yuzu. And then the hummus just balances it out as well. There's two different textures here going on with the smoothiness of the hummus and then the crunchiness of the char from the roasted cauliflower. So good. All right, lovelies. This is all I have for you for dish number 3. If you've enjoyed this episode, please make sure that you make a comment. Let me know what you think of the recipe. Share it out with your family members and friends. Again, if you're looking for some last minute Thanksgiving dishes to make or recipes, this is a winner. If you don't want as much spice, you can balance it out with agave nectar. And again, take a look at my Szechuan air fried green beans because I think that this will pair very well. Stay tuned for my last dish for my vegan Thanksgiving series of Nicky Savory Vegan Eats. Make sure y'all subscribe, share the love. Happy holidays. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye. Mwah.